a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
That evening I sat alone on my bed with the windows open. The first night of spring had turned surprisingly warm and pleasant. Lights glittered along the riverfront. The neighborhood bagel factory filled the air with the scent of baking bread. I was listening to my sad playlist and wondering how it was possible that my birthday had been only a few days ago. The world had changed. The sun god had returned, Apophis was free from his cage, and although he'd been banished to some deep part of the abyss, he'd be working his way back very quickly. War was coming. We had so much work to do, yet I was sitting here listening to the same songs as before, staring at my poster of Anubis and feeling helplessly conflicted about something as trivial and infuriating as... yes, you guessed it. Boys.
Welcome to Of the Oldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
Hey y'all, I'm Raye, following the path of Gab.
And I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast. It's the end of another book.
Holy shit.
Yo.
I kinda can't believe it.
We made it. We made it a lot faster than last time, even though, we had stuff going on in the middle there, just a little bit.
Yeah. It got exciting. There was a whole TV show. Remember that, guys?
It sure did. There was a whole TV show that happened.
There was a whole
got right
move.
back into it. Yeah, there was a move. I almost have all my furniture back in some shape or form.
Yeah, the ones that aren't destroyed.
Yes, like new furniture, in fact.
Good.
Yeah, and now I'm dying again, if you cannot hear it in my voice.
Yeah, you did the intro, so perfect. You, had it, and now I can tell that your, voice is straining again.
Yay!
So, book. We read it.
Book? We did. We read I Make an Impossible Promise.
She did, in fact, do that. Out of everything in the chapter, seems like a perfectly fine thing to highlight. It's a chapter of a lot of small, interesting things.
It's one of those things that can be a lingering thread, though. That's why it's that's one of the goals of next book, then.
Definitely. Technically the bigger plot thing is the beef with the gods, but, the thing that we care about. Okay, to kind of do, overview stuff, just a little bit, we were kind of talking before about the trilogy, pattern, and how, normally book 2 is when shit really, kind of hits rock bottom, and we were like, that didn't really happen here, because, technically they win.
Technically.
As in, they did what they wanted to do, technically. It didn't work out that great, and they were able to have a stay of, battle with their enemy temporarily. They didn't win anything by Amos doing that. People are losing their lives and identities to buy time at the end of this book.
I'm trying to think of a comparison, and of course my brain went to Avatar again. And
yeah.
I was like, my brain went to Day of Black Sun, and I'm like, they lost a lot, though, in that one, but they did also, do what they were trying to do, and they were doing it pretty well,
right,
for the most part, until it went to shit.
It did go to shit, and they didn't manage to actually complete their mission, which was to kill the Fire Lord.
But so in this, they also didn't technically complete their mission, because part of their mission was also stop Apophis from rising / defeat Apophis. That was kind of in there, but it was slightly more long term.
I don't know. Their mission, to my brain, was to recover Ra, and they did that. And I don't know if I always felt like that was the mission of this book, but by the end I certainly did.
Yeah, I think their goal was to stop Apophis from rising as well. So I think it's kind of like you win some, you lose some. They didn't lose that. They have made a step forward and they have pushed Apophis a step back. But technically that fight just hasn't even happened yet. They also only took a half a step forward because they didn't fully get Ra back in the way they thought.
Right.
As well.
They were hoping for a little more.
Yeah. So it's
an uneasy victory is kind of what it feels like here at the end. So
yeah. We'll get into that more as we go. So yes, Impossible Promise. It's happening. Let's do it. Brooklyn House is put back together. Amos decides that this is a great time to leave his orphaned niece and nephew with no adult supervision, because Bast is also going out for a trip to take Ra on his boat, but she's coming right back, so it's fine. Anubis, he takes the kids to go meet the gods, who all have to pretend that they aren't really pissed about the whole Ra thing for political reasons, but they are all really pissed. Then they head to Sunny Acres to see Bess, and he is not doing so hot, and Tauret is pissed as fuck, and Walt comes to Sadie's room to be like, hey, I like you, also you should record a book. And then Carter gives Sadie a textbook for her birthday. The end.
Yay! Wait, we also got the framing device?
Yes, exactly.
I think that was the whole point of this chapter, honestly, is that we got the framing device back because we needed a new reason for why
we did
this
need
existed.
a new reason, but, like, honestly, there's a lot of, like, wrapping up in this chapter. Like, I feel like it's doing some heavy lifting, personally.
Yeah, I, once again, have no myths. Here at the end of
Sigh.
this book.
Tragic.
I hope I will have some myths for y'all next time.
Yeah, they showed us some gods, but they were, like, bringing back, you know, oldie hits.
Yeah, they brought back the rest of the cast that we've already known and loved before.
Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, a clever
Sunday
way
best.
to say that, and I failed so badly. Okay.
The gods were in their Sunday best today.
They sure were.
Get it? Sunday best? Because the sun is back. Raye hates me.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Good. You're right. Yeah.
I think that could have been a possible chapter title, personally.
It's Sunday. Okay. So...
Oh, have I mentioned? So, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned at some point that I'm in a D&D group that does Percy Jackson D&D, in the Seaweed Brain podcast Discord server. And was I the one who suggested it? I just remember the conversation happening where it's like, you know, we should name our sessions like Rick Riordan chapter titles. And
that's fucking funny as hell.
What I think I named the first one. This is technically like our second campaign, and I think I got to name it "We Get Roasted" because we had a campfire, so there was roasting of marshmallows and such and food, but also we had a lot of people telling us how much we suck. So I thought it was one of those good double meaning things.
That slaps very good. I could hear the pun before you even explained it. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think this last one we had was Gaslight, Girl Boss, Gatekeep, specifically in that order because that's how it happened.
I know that, like, inside jokes are, like, not funny at all, but...
Yes, they are. That's a lie. They're always
in my
funny.
Masks group, which is teen superheroes, we don't play very much, but there was this one time when one of the characters was trying to get an NPC to help him, and his character has a whole thing where he just wants doner kebabs. And that's the only thing that he cares about in, like, basically any situation. And so he's... This NPC is like, okay, I'll help you. No, it was the opposite. Because the NPC was asking for him to help. And he was like, okay, I'll help you, but I need you to do one thing for me first. And I, as the NPC, knowing exactly what he was gonna say, got to be like, you want me to buy you a fucking kebab? And he was like, I want you to buy me a fucking kebab! And it was the funniest shit that I have ever been a part of in any kind of improv situation.
Is it one of those things like there's no actual reason why they want this kebab, or is there a reason for it?
They were at
like
the kebab stand. This man just fucking loves kebabs. That's all that he wants to do. Okay. Anytime that I'm like what are you doing?
That's just a character trait where it's this is what I want at all times. I had a character who was just like, I want a horse. And they did eventually get a horse.
Yeah, I'm like, so you decided not to go to school today. What are you doing instead? And he's like, I'm gonna fucking kebab. Like, It's all... he has his superpower makes him drain life out of other people, so he has to wear, a hazard suit constantly. So when he's, out in public, he has his friend with teleportation powers teleport kebabs inside of his suit.
Actually, no, my superpower is the opposite. It drains the life out of me at all times.
It'd be like that.
Social, socializing takes the life out of you once in a while.
Oh god. Me too, bestie.
You know what, Raye? I think we need to play either a D&D or a RPG or something together. I mean, we still need to put together our RPG.
Yes, we do.
1, and 2, we need to also play RPGs.
Yeah, we do.
Together.
You are so correct. We should do a one shot and see how it goes. Because I want to try out so many games.
Okay, we can talk about the chapter. I feel listen, there's not a lot happening in this chapter, and this is the one time a week that Raye and I do talk.
Yes.
Which is why we're we need to hang out more. We're about to go on a break. We need to hang out more, okay?
We sure do. We do.
Okay, so once again, it's a Sadie chapter because, we do 2 of each.
They do the bit with that again. She's like, oh man, I don't want to tell you about all these goodbyes. And she's like, no, Carter, that doesn't mean it's your turn.
Carter, get the fuck out. So it only took a day for them to fix Broken House this time.
Yeah.
Because they have so many people. Alyssa, the goat, should we give her a full medal for this? We love this. Raye, this would be you. You would be fixing the whole house. Actually,
that's me.
I've just realized. Okay. So, in terms of the owl house magic, this is construction magic, right?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's what Geb is. Geb is construction. Also, Khufu did his frickin' best. He's so great at cleaning. And
someone has to have made an Owl House TTRPG. Okay, continue, sorry.
No, you're right. You're right and you should say it. And also, apparently they attached large dusting cloths to Freak's wings to clean things.
Very funny.
That's hilarious.
I can't imagine how that would work, but good for them.
Imagine the hummingbird wings again, going up against the walls in the ceiling and everything.
Oh my god. There was this video on Tumblr today of a fly in a web. It had been caught, and this little spider is trying to get this fly that is, 3 times bigger than it. And the fly, every time that the spider approaches, the fly buzzes and, starts, rotating, wildly. And then the spider is getting, flung around. And then, every time that it, backs off, it stops, and he's like, okay, maybe this time. And then it happens again. And one time, it just spins, like a fucking motorcycle wheel, and he goes, zzz. I will have to find this for you, because it was, the wildest shit I've ever seen. But anyways, that's what Freak
that, but
is
I
doing
do not think I could watch
today.
it. I appreciate that, but my arachnophobia will probably not let me watch it, so...
I didn't know about that you had arachnophobia that was that severe. I feel like we've talked about you having arachnophobia before, but...
It's definitely been a thing that has been talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good with most spider things. If we're talking cute little cartoon spiders, that's different. I can separate that enough that that's okay.
Our best friend Arachne in Hades 2.
Literally, that's one of those things where I'm like, is she going to cure my arachnophobia? Because
aww.
She's literally amazing. She's one of my favorite characters in that game. I love her. I gave all of my stuff to her. I think she's my highest bestie right now.
Good.
Because I gave so much stuff to her immediately.
She's a delight.
She's just a little cutie pie. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, Philip of Macedonia is also keeping guard of the pool. Very important.
Very important.
I know so many people are gonna get into the pool and do shit, and so he needs to guard that with his life. Also, since when have they had a Shabti army? I don't remember that.
They have Shabtis. Maybe their various Shabtis just count as a Shabti army when you put them all together. They have a bunch of initiates who have all been making Shabtis, I guess, maybe?
It could be. It's just funny to me, because I'm I've never heard you mention a Shabti army, Sadie. Where was this? What's going on here? So nobody came to attack them. They're fine. Everything is good.
It's fine.
All of the gnomes are learning this news and trying to deal with that. Yeah. This is a lot of change, one might say.
Is.
It's almost like change is important to like the theming of this series once again. Like we had somebody die, we had somebody rise, we had somebody come back from the old people's home, and somebody is rising to power.
It is the start of a new age. This is a very political chapter, this one.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that all of these books are kind of political, but
I mean, specifically this because we have Amos rising to power, and we have Ra returning to power, and we have people being mad about both of those things.
Yeah, I do think again it's like, so Amos is, once again, he's a magician of Set, so the people of the house could be seeing that as like, oh my god, Set is rising to power, oh my god, it's chaos, this is the era of chaos or something. Interesting. Yeah. Zia's got a new outfit.
Yeah, girl.
She's looking great.
Okay. Sadie came. She's like, she looks just like she did at the museum. Zia does. Yes, I know. Horribly confusing to keep track of the fact that wasn't Zia at the museum. Sadie, are you sure? Are you fucking sure? Sadie?
At the Met. It wasn't her. The New York Museum, it wasn't her.
The New York Museum. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's
thank
okay.
you.
It's okay, bud. It's okay. She specifically said Met.
Okay,
like
I missed...
the Metropolitan Museum instead of the one in London where they didn't actually meet her, but they saw her from afar.
Okay.
So...
Okay. That's fine then. Because I was like, they met her at a museum when the Rosetta Stone blew up.
Raye, there's a lot of fucking museums in this book, and you know why? That's where they get all their fucking portals. So
I was gonna, like, call Rick out, but apparently it is confusing because I was confused.
This is the one time you don't have to call him out. We'll call him out multiple other times. Okay?
Yep.
I was literally just having conversations with the people in the Muses Discord a little bit ago because, like, wait, when do the short stories take place about the Canes meeting Percy? Yes, plot twist, that does happen. They're, like, very big crossover stories. We will not get to them because they take place after Heroes. But there's a good chance that the first one takes place before the third Kane book, despite taking place after Heroes.
Are we sure that they take place after Heroes? Like,
they reference things in Heroes.
Okay. I don't...
So,
that just feels so weird to me.
Listen, the timeline is fucked. Rick Riordan, as he writes every new book, he's like, yeah, you know what? There is no actual timeline. Like, Percy Jackson is gonna be 16, 17 for the rest of his fucking life. Because he's never gonna age him up to 18. That would, be terrible. But he's not, so he brings in, like, pop culture references from now into, like, his newer stuff that is still only, like, a couple years after the main series.
It's comic book logic. It's Tim Drake never aging and Damian Wayne getting older so that their age gap gets smaller.
Yeah. You know what? Again, I don't care about the pop culture references. What I care about is the internal consistency. Because this is the book where things stop being internally consistent, as we've already mentioned. This is where we had Waltz.
Yeah.
So, it's only gonna get worse from here. Zia's consistent. That's all that matters.
It's fine,
She goes with Amos. She's accompanying him. She's gonna try to make sure he's recognized as the leader, even though, like, that can't go well. Regardless.
You never know. Sometimes when people are being held down by extremely prescriptive rules, they don't like it. And when they actually get a chance to change, they go for it. But that does depend on the person and the age of the people, and they don't have very many young magicians, being a whole thing also makes that difficult.
Amos is looking fresh in his gold suit.
Yeah, he fucking is, my dude.
He's now worn blue, red, and gold. Maybe he wore purple once, but we're getting the full rainbow slowly, okay?
This man, just the gold silk suit that matches the leopard skin cape and the gold beads in the hair. The image is so rich. It's so beautiful.
Regal.
This man playing the sax, it's just for a guy who's just like a guy and not a god. Like, the art that people could make out of this man would just be so beautiful and impeccable.
Correct. You know, I feel like something that should have been done in here, he canonically plays the saxophone. He has the saxophone case, he's bringing it with him, and I'm just like, why is that not one of your magical, like, instruments? You know,
Sadie's so right. Just like him sitting on the steps of the Pharaoh's throne with the words, the hieroglyphs popping out of the sax. That rules.
Yeah, like, why doesn't he just, like, use that for his magic? Come on.
Sick as fuck.
He should be a bard. Come on. And he's like, yeah, you guys don't need a mentor anymore. How old are they?
Just because I was 13 didn't mean I wanted adult responsibilities. You know what? She's right. No 13-year-old should be an adult.
This is some Chiron-ass bullshit.
For real. Like, you don't need a mentor anymore? Are you fucking serious? Adults need mentors.
For how many months? You know what? At least Percy had been doing stuff for years. At least he did stuff for many, many years before some of that bullshit was handed to him. And Sadie's been doing it since December, and it's March.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Someone take care of these children, please, for the love of God. I wanted to believe that you would, but apparently.
I will adopt them. Okay?
Please, do. Yes.
And then me and my honey bast will just live in the house together with our children.
Good. That's a beautiful family that you've made.
Thank you.
Your children,
and our, like, 20 extra children.
Yes,
too.
exactly.
Because we also have to run a school on top of that.
The grandparent for all of these children who are the same age and older than your kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I really, like, I hate that the Canes don't have any adult supervision.
They've got Bast. They've got Bast at least.
Like, it's one thing when y'all are going on a quote-unquote quest, because they don't call it quests in this series, but, like, they're just in a house all by themselves, running shit day to day, all the time. Cause someone call CPS. Like,
there are presumably adults in this house. It's not just minors. We were talking about the college-age
kids who are not equipped to do this and are under the care of this 13-year-old and 14-year-old.
Don't think about it. It's fine.
Fine. No. That's the important thing to me, is that they are under the care of these children. And they're probably only like 19 at the oldest. So, okay.
Yeah. Carter says bye to Zia.
He does, and she's like, we'll talk soon. And this is where the ominous shit happens. She has an important role to play. Care to talk about that, Raye?
I don't fucking understand. Sadie brings up the zebras thing. Like, I have no idea what Zia has to do with Ra. Not a fucking clue.
He woke up saying, I like zebras. You know, zebras are fucking awesome, according to Ra.
So, Zia was... I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. It's not Nephthys.
Yeah, well, she was Nephthys.
Okay. That is her name. I thought that I was making that up. Yes. So she was Nephtys's host, and now she is not anymore. Which means that she could do something else, but I don't know what. I've got no clue.
And her and Nephthys were not a good fit.
They were
as
not.
We noted, because Rick decided, oh yeah, she's a water goddess, and Zia is a fire mage. Therefore, nope.
I guess. Whatever you say, man.
As we all know, fire and water don't mix.
So yeah. I don't really have a theory. I don't think Zia's going to be Ra's host. That would feel wild. But, I mean, I guess I can't rule it out, but that's my theory. That's not going to happen. I don't have any idea what actually is going to happen.
No, remember, Michelle is going to be Ra's host.
Yes. And it's going to be beautiful.
He's gonna come back to life, actually, and live out his life with Amos. They will rule the House of Life together as husbands, in fact.
One rules the house and one rules the gods, and they are Egypt's greatest power couple in the last millennia.
Yeah, and canonically, Set and Ra also decide to fall in love as well. In this timeline.
That would be a little wild of them, but
hey, once
whatever.
Again, do we not love a servant superior? Like, I would do anything for you. I'll serve you with my life.
The family ties get so wild in Egypt, man. And these Egyptian gods.
All right, so they leave.
Yeah, they're
Amos
off.
has hope. That's good. That's good to know.
Good for him. You know, my man was depressed. He was having a bad time, and now he is about to go out and live his best life. So good for him.
Well, not his best life, because his boyfriend just died.
Yeah.
So, or his toxic situationship just died.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that, my dude.
So the sun is setting, and hey look, it's Bast, and she looks uncomfortable.
She got really hot. She's wearing formal clothes. Poor girl.
Yeah. I don't imagine Bast in, like, a dress and jewelry. Like, it's hard to imagine, because she wants to be, like, fighty fight type.
It's not the jewelry, because I can imagine her being jangly. Cats like things that jangle. But the dress,
but they don't want to wear
restrictive.
them.
No, they don't. That's true. That's true.
That's like a thing. Like some cats, like, really hate wearing the bells.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that is somehow the easiest way to find a cat, though. So...
And then some cats become experts at accommodating for the bell and are still able to go outside and kill birds.
Yeah, ridiculous. So I'm just imagining the jewelry is like that on her, and she's like,
yeah, she
no.
like flinches every time. That's fucked up. No, my kitty. Okay.
The sunboat is apparently really hot. She wants a cooler full of milk. On board it.
So she brought Ra to the gods, and they're getting ready for tonight's journey, and Carter's like, what?
They're going to a shindig.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, he's like, you want to send him back into the Duat? We just got him out of there. And Bast is like, it's what he does.
Yeah, you guys literally restarted the thing that he always used to do, so he has to keep doing that, or else, you know, the chaos. Once again, this is how we maintain Mott. So he has to keep doing this forever. So he's super happy about that.
I'm sure. Then there's a shadow door. Our man is here. Anubis, welcome to the party.
Anubis is literally just Nico. Like, he's just shadow traveling all over the goddamn place. And Sadie's like, wow, we missed you when we were gambling away our lives. He's like, I had a side project to do. I'm so sorry. I missed you.
I'm really glad you didn't die. Great job.
Yep. So they see all of the gods. Even the flying snakes are here. They're surrounding Ra, who is taking a good nap on his throne.
Ted just started playing Batman Arkham something. The Batman Arkham games, the first one. I don't know if it's called Batman Arkham. I'm stupid. But anyways.
It's like Arkham Knight or something?
Arkham Knight is the third game. There are a lot of these. Anyways.
It's okay.
Every time that the game saves, Batman just, like, gets surrounded by a swarm of bats for some reason. And it's... Anyways, that's what I'm imagining. Just, like, snakes just kind of, you know, swarming around him. Just like in...
No, wait. Wait, it's the fruit bats from last book. Remember when they got attacked by fruit bats?
No, they're scary. We can't have that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, that was not important. Where are we?
The other thing is that Horus's throne is, like, to the side, you know? It looks kind of like crap compared to the big throne of fire in the middle of everything.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, Horus is being so bitchy. I mean...
Yeah, he's gonna be.
He's upset, but he also is, you know, like, helping out and keeping things moving. So, like, I do appreciate that. But also, my dude, you are effectively still the leader. Like, this is not a bad situation for you to be in. I get that you're, like, embarrassed or whatever, but get over it.
He doesn't get to sit on the throne. His throne has been overshadowed.
Whatever.
He's not actually the big important person. Even though he still does all the stuff, he's not getting the credit because Ra's the big important guy.
Yeah, I guess.
So everybody's in their, once again, their Sunday best, as I said. Sobek's got, like, green chainmail and everything. Neckbat even looks, like, cool and yeah, she's got a feathered coat and everything.
Yeah,
Bobby,
they got, like, some, like, cornstarch in there and, like, brushed them out so that they're less greasy.
Bobby has a rugby ball now because he's been infected by Gramps' love for rugby.
I fucking love how that happens. That's so good to me. That they do the same thing to the gods. I guess that's how these gods update, you know? They're probably stuck in their old mode until they, like, have a human host who then introduces them to, like, pop culture and shit. And then...
Yep.
Yeah, it happens to the Greeks automatically. But I think that these guys, they're just like, oh, I'm this guy now. basically.
Exactly. Well, with the Greeks, they they interact with the world and they have kids with the world and what have you. That's how they are able to update. These guys, they don't do that.
Yeah, they're kind of segregated in their own spot.
Fucking Khonshu is here. We hate him. And
I still kind of love him. He's like,
AKA,
hi guys, hi!
AKA the Rockin' Red Reaper is still here. He's still looking fine in his devilish red disco suit. We love.
He hasn't decided to kill anyone yet. We appreciate that.
Yeah, listen, always love to see him. And the only person not dressed up is our boy Thoth, who is like, nah, I'm still too cool for this. I have a lab coat.
But he also appears to be genuinely sympathetic, unlike the rest of the gods who are like, haha, be uncomfortable.
Well, that's because he's the smarty pants. He's like, yeah, you kind of did have to do this. You're right.
The rest of them, not so happy. So yeah, Horus is being a bro in that he doesn't really have any other choice. Like, he can't, cause chaos in the godly throne room. So he is maintaining order by being like, we are going to gather around Ra and face Apophis. And they're like, alright, I guess that is the plan now.
Yep. And he introduces them. He's like, yay, they're here. They awakened our king. But Apophis is also risen. So that sucks. Ra says, fish, cookie, weasel, and then continues to sleep. I have no idea what that means.
Fish, cookie. Me neither.
I'm genuinely like, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's something, but I am not smart enough to figure that one out.
I don't have the brain power today.
Man, imagine the theories when people were waiting for the next book. Crazy, actually.
I hope they did those theories. I hope that happened.
Yeah, I hope there was a whole thing about this.
Online enough for that at the time.
Me neither. I did not know shit.
So
Isis is unhappy, but she does, take Sadie's hands.
Yeah.
Horus is putting on this front, that, we are all good. I embrace Carter Kane as my brother. He is vouching for this guy. But he's like, if this goes sour, I'm going to fucking kill you and destroy your line for all eternity.
Like more than kill you. He's like, and if it comes to pass that we win this war without Ra's help, if you have disgraced me for nothing, I swear that the death of Cleopatra and the curse of Akhenaten will look like nothing compared to the wrath I will visit on you and your family for all time. Fuck. And Carter's just like, just do your part. I love that Carter is able to, stand up to that. We're not in his head, so there's a chance he's like, scared as shit about this because Horus is, ha ha after that.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that Carter is literally standing up to him like, go fuck yourself.
Just do your part. And he is, which I do appreciate, at least. There's at least that.
So they had their celebration, and then they leave. And Sadie says to Anubis, oh my god, the gods are ungrateful. They're infuriating. They're horrible. I hate them.
And he's like, me? You insult me yet?
Not me?
But yeah, he tries to reassure her that sometimes it takes a while for people to get used to change, but we'll get there.
Well,
which is
chaos,
very interesting.
remember?
Is very interesting. Yes, you're very right. I hadn't thought about that angle until you brought it up at the beginning of this episode.
We've mentioned that before.
Yes,
where we were talking about that. I think we've talked about that at least this whole book, if not both books, where it's we need a combination of the chaos and the balance to help bring everything forward into a new age.
I feel like Rick has not directly stated that at any given point, that that is, what is going on here. We are dealing with change and chaos, and that is what we need. I am so interested in where he goes with it in the next book, because when you think about the actual events, that's so clear, but I don't think so. I'm like, are you seeing that this is what you are doing?
Yeah. I can't remember, but I think the whole change is important, going along with the whole Egyptian stuff being very cyclical, even though the gods change throughout that whole cycle. It's a cycle of the same things, but Ra still has to die just to come back and renew life and everything. So there is still change involved in these different cycles. And the gods clearly don't realize that they need to do change in order to maintain Ma'at.
But we even talked about that, with the House of Life, when the old guy was dying. He was like, we needed to change and we're stuck in our old ways.
Yeah.
And that's like the problem of the current House of Life. Yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Moving on to our man.
Yeah.
Sad part.
Horace, like, before he sends them off, he does say, see what your victory has cost. And they're like, wait, Bess? Oh shit. And where do they go? Sunny Acres.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, don't want to be here again. Especially not right now.
You know what? He's not dead.
He's also in a Hawaiian shirt.
Very good, as he should be. Looking comfy. We love to see that.
He's looking comfy, but he's also looking like, what am I trying to remember? Like, what's going on in my brain? Like,
yeah, he's having
flustered.
an understandable distress response to the state that he is in.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain is like analyzing that in a way that's also like slightly traumatizing.
Oh boy. Okay, let's talk about this whole Towerette and Bast thing then. Because, so we talked about this a lot in the Towerette chapter, where we're like, is the book implicitly saying that Towerette is correct and that Bast is in the wrong for having treated Bess this way and putting him in the position for this to happen to him? That seems crazy to me. Like, okay. So, Towerette's claim here is that Bast is selfish and she used Bess. I do not dispute that. That is something that I said made sense to me because cats are inherently self-centered as creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are very, very loving, but they are also very independent and, yeah. So I can think of Bast being, kind of self-centered and not really thinking about how her choices impact Bess. B-names.
Mm-hmm.
But I do dispute Towerette's implication that this is Bast's fault. It's super not. She didn't know this shit was gonna happen.
I think the issue is that she's held this thing against Bast for like the whole Bess has been in love with her for this whole thing and he will do anything for her and all of that. And also, I don't think she wants to put this on the kids because remember, she is literally like a goddess of like childbirth and like mothering and everything. She's not gonna put it on those poor little kids.
So,
but she already has beef with Bast.
Yes.
So
but you agree with me though that she is lashing out here. Like,
yes.
Do you think that the novel is saying otherwise, that it is trying to imply that this is Bast's fault because she doesn't have anything to say back to Towerette? Or do you think that she is also feeling emotional and guilty because she is in this like emotionally volatile situation?
I was gonna say, I think she just also feels like broken because this happened to one of her friends. I do think she genuinely considers Bess a friend.
Yes,
and
I
she
agree.
did not think about the consequences of what could happen to him. And she's like, she was thinking in a self-serving way, in like a almost tactical way as well, of like, he can help these kids, he's a good asset, but
and it's
he
not
could also be in danger.
Bess did not want to do this because he clearly did.
Yeah.
He cared about these kids. Like, Bess made his own choices, is what I'm kind of getting at. And I think that...
Correct. He did not have to put his life on the line for them.
And he decided to because he cared about their cause, but more than that, he cared about them.
So, like, if you're going to realistically blame somebody, you could blame Bess for, being that selfless. But more on that, blame fucking Khonshu. Just blame him. He's the reason that we're in this fucking mess.
Yeah. And there really isn't any reason to think that something bad would have happened to Bess. He was just supposed to be an escort for the kids. Like,
and who better than literally like the god of protection and like scaring people away to protect these kids? It makes so much sense for that.
So yes, the thing that I will point out is that I don't think that Bast and Bess like saw each other at all this entire book.
No.
Yeah. So like knowing that she never showed up to, like, be there for him in any kind of emotional way, to say, thank you for doing this. That's where I can see, like, thinking of her as being callous. But I don't think that that is intentional, and I don't think that that is the high crime that Towerette is making it out to be. I think that she is lashing out because she is having a shit time.
Yeah. There are things that Bast could have done better,
Mm-hmm.
but
it is not
situation
her
is
fault
not
that this has happened.
fault.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm so glad that we are on the same page about all that.
Well, you know, we of course we had to have another love triangle involving two women and you know, arguments between two women over a man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We don't need to pit our girls against each other. We don't have
We
to
don't.
do this. We don't have
We
to
don't
do
need
this.
this, guys. They're both goddesses of like the same things too.
Mm-hmm,
Like, come on, let them work together.
If this wasn't a pattern in Rick's books, I would almost say that this is like more interesting. Like, if we hadn't had the Annabeth jealousy arc, I would like this better, I think.
I do think this is better than the Annabeth one, though.
Yes, I
To be
agree.
fair.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm
they're-
saying, is that, like, I think
Yeah.
that this would be interesting if it didn't feel sexist because he does it too much.
Yeah, like there is also merit, I guess, in that love triangle, not the jealousy part, but the love triangle of like Percy having a mortal love interest who can give him normal life stuff, and like the demigod love interest, which is like his actual life, you know, like it frames it as like that kind of choice.
Right.
And once again, like this also has an interesting dynamic going on that comes out of nowhere because none of this is mythological. But
that's fine. No man can have his chips.
did we talk about last time how it's like, wait, how did Bast and Bess, like, how did they meet and have that whole, like, thing?
We
like,
did address this because the timeline fucked up. I have no idea.
Once again, I'm of the brain that, like, the gods can be multiple places. Therefore, throw everything out the window.
See,
So, like,
I still don't accept that. I don't think it works because the idea that she would not be 100% focused on facing Apophis is, like, ridiculous to me. But that is where I am at. I am fine with you having a different belief.
you know, maybe once in a while she had to go into the mortal world to, like, replenish her spirit and, like, get that, like, you know.
But if that was the
fight
case, if she had the
or-
chance to replenish, then it wouldn't have been so imperative that they get her out of the needle.
I don't know. I'm making up things because Rick, again, has no fucking clue on this
Rick,
timeline.
give me a timeline on this, please.
This is the book that broke the timeline, and it will continue to happen from here on out. So, again, I'm crying about Bess, and so my brain is comparing him to, like, my grandfather who had Alzheimer's.
Oh no.
And, like, the looks that he had on his face when he was trying to remember something. So that's definitely the real world comparison to make here. It's not great.
Yeah.
But hopefully they can do something for him. He can't even hear them, possibly.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Or, like, if he can't retain it because he has no memory. He has no sense of self.
Yeah. And this is when Sadie's like, I swear on my life, we're gonna find a way to heal him. She
And
swore on her
Towerette
life.
is not having it. She's like, don't, like, you are a sweet girl, and I appreciate you so much, but I cannot even stand to try to believe that. I cannot have that sort of hope. Like, we're not doing that. It's not gonna happen.
Come on, why can't Raw coming back replenish those who are in Sunny Acres? I mean, we literally talk about it when we come back here, and it's like, oh yeah, all these people, they're still going through it, and they did not get replenished, so...
I mean, neither did Raw, really, you know? Like, he's not all the way back either.
Yeah. It's cute how Sadie, like, kisses his forehead and remembers all those little things.
He is trying to make you cry.
And we go home, and Sadie plays her sad playlist once again.
Fuck yeah,
She's
girl.
playing some Adele.
As you do.
And
she's still thinking about boys, though.
She is 13, okay? I'm not gonna lie. She is 13. I was the same way. This was before gay was an option in my brain.
Right. I wasn't, but that's because who knows what the fuck is up with me.
Hey, you're valid.
Aw.
I'm just romance crazed at all points. So yeah, she's looking at her poster of Anubis, and then guess who walks in when she's wearing her like ratty pajamas? She thinks it's Carter. It's not. It's Walt. Uh-oh. She looks
Poor
terrible.
Sadie she is in that crush brain where you like cannot even speak to this other person.
She even tries to be like, well, we have rules about boys and girls being in rooms together, and he's like, well, you're the instructor, can you supervise us?
My god.
Again,
I want to appreciate that he's like being like the smooth guy, but I can't stop thinking about how he's supposed to be so much older than her.
This man is 16.
Stop it.
And she is just 13.
Don't do this.
We need the horny bonk. That's what's happening here. Bonk the horny away.
Exactly.
So, Walt says that the best day of his life was the day that they spent in the desert together. My dude. When, they almost got killed by Roman mummies, and there was the possessed date farmer and the smelly camels. So...
And he's like, and you were there? And Sadie's like, yeah, I fit in among that list of catastrophes.
God. I love it.
He's trying so hard to be smooth.
Her hair does, at least.
My girl. So he is trying to have this kind of sweet moment and reassure her, and she's like, everything is shit. And I fucked up and I failed you. Like, I could have had you healed and I didn't. I let Menshikov go without any cure for you.
And he's like, I'm just glad that I met you. You're making my final days worth it. Basically.
He is so, at peace with this in a way that is really interesting. Like, he's not happy about it. He's not, ready to just let it happen, but he knows that it could happen and that he has to,
People need to watch ready. That boy.
I don't know.
This is one of those points where people need to, keep an eye on him to make sure that he doesn't do something stupid.
Well, he doesn't seem like that to me. He seems like someone who wants to live, but who knows that he can't, and who has, and his peace with that as well as he can.
I'm just saying, who's to say, what's the jump from, well, I'm at peace with this, to, I'm probably not gonna live past tomorrow, so why don't I just stand in front of you so you don't get killed by this thing? What's the line there?
Okay. No, that's a good point. That I wasn't thinking of that sort of situation. Yeah. Thinking of yourself as disposable, not a good headspace to be in.
Exactly. I think that's, we're...
But besides that, he honestly seems pretty healthy to me. He seems like he is doing as well as he can.
Yeah. But the issue is that he's still I'm gonna help and I'm gonna use magic, and it's
yeah, that's literally
gonna kill you faster.
You. Uh-huh.
So he gives Sadie the idea to tell people what really happened. Remember when you guys did that thing before and you recorded your thoughts and feelings? You should do that again.
Mm-hmm. If I was recording a political treatise / recruitment ad, I probably wouldn't talk about the guys who I like so much.
Sadly, this is also a book, so the framing device doesn't really work.
Yeah, no framing device works perfectly.
It was a great idea for the first book. The second book is kind of getting a little bit less.
Animorphs is the same way, where they're like, I'm recording this for you so that you can, know what to do about these aliens, but I'm not going to tell you my name or where I live. And it's like, but I will tell you what amusement park I go to and what the ecology is like and my school principal's name. And it's like, dude.
They don't tell you their names in the Animorphs books?
They don't tell you their last name. They tell you their first name, but imply that it might not be their real first name, but it probably is. I think that you learn their last names in the last book or some shit.
Do they tell you their horny thoughts though?
Yeah,
that are
pretty
unnecessary. Again.
Yeah, you learn all about the complex kind of romance, kind of not, between Rachel and Tobias, one of whom is a bird.
Right, I remember the bird guy. I was like, you said Tobias? My brain was like, bird?
Yeah. Yeah, we know all about how much they have a relationship of some kind. I can't say that there are horny thoughts. I don't know if there are or not, because one of them is in fact a bird who almost had a bird girlfriend for a little while. He told us his horny thoughts about that bird.
Oh my goodness. What is this? The Sword in the Stone?
I mean, when that squirrel cries, I get so sad. Okay.
That movie infuriates me because, like, what the fuck are they doing? Why is this how we're telling the story of King Arthur?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
What does this have to do with it?
I'm so sorry for anyone who actually knows any of that mythology. That is rough.
Remember he turned into a squirrel and he had a squirrel girlfriend for all of 2 seconds. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with anything. It's because it's a cartoon and they were doing some bullshit. I swear. Okay, so
it's birthday present time.
Oh yeah, birthday present time. She gets a book and she's like, okay, what? Oh my goodness, it's Mom's textbook.
It's the one that she used to read to them to put them to sleep. And it's like actually her copy of the book.
Carter is like, yeah, I mean, I didn't like make it or I didn't buy it, but like
I just had the Shab to get it. Like I didn't like find it even
anything.
I just thought about it and then we had it. You could have done this also. But
she's like, shut up, you're the best brother ever. Like, she probably didn't think that you could do that. I would have thought that you could do that.
It wouldn't have occurred, it hasn't occurred to her that, like, she could have this book. But now she does have it, and it's the best present she could have gotten, and that's so wonderful.
Has, like, little drawings and, like, stains on it that they made themselves. And, like, cute.
Yeah, shit like that hits.
Good.
So, framing device time. She's like...
Yeah, they did the thing.
Yeah,
they told the whole story, as we all know, because we just read it.
We need more magicians, and we also need you guys all to be really cool about our uncle.
Yeah, our uncle's Chief Lecter, and also, like, the Canes, we did not take over by force. We need help to defeat Apophis, and maybe heal Raw, and Bess, and Walt, and... Zia's important.
If I was making a political statement, I would probably talk less about how we have no idea what the fuck is going on and no real plan going forward.
But most importantly, Sadie is torn between 2 amazing guys. And that is the end of how she, like, literally ends this book.
Yeah, as a politician as a political activist, you really want people to think that you know what you're doing. Yeah.
And she doesn't.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's the book.
Did we have... I can't remember. Did we have the glossary at the end of the last book? Or is this the first book that has a glossary?
I don't know.
Because this is when, like, this is the era when Rick has a glossary at the end of every single book. Like, every single book now, he always has a glossary of, like, all the different, like, things they encounter. Like, all the terms and all the god names with little descriptions.
There is no glossary in my copy of The Red Pyramid, which I believe might be the first... is a first edition.
So at least this is the first one that we've read that has that, but... Important to know. There's a glossary. Cool. There will always be a glossary from going forward. So if you need to know anything...
That's helpful. We use a lot of, terms of different languages and stuff. It's good for the kiddos to learn. This book, I don't know if I feel like the plot of this book is especially strong. Like, as, like, a story with arcs and, I don't know that I love the structure of it. I feel like it feels sort of meandery as you are going through it. But I think that the content of this book is really good and very interesting. And I guess that's sort of where I stand on it.
It's fun shit. It's Carter and Sadie.
It was a good read.
Doing cool stuff. I enjoy Bess. Bess is the best.
Bess is the best. Canonically, they use that joke in the book. So, yeah.
As we all should.
We all know it. Yeah, a lot of the characters were fantastic in this. I do wish that we got more of their initiates again. We have a couple of people who are important, especially Walt and Jazz, but I still don't feel like I know them, and I feel like that does hurt the book. But our major new characters... like Menshikov and Bess. I feel like all of that was done really well.
Yeah. Felix is still the best one.
Penguin Boy. I do know something about Walt's storyline. It is the only thing that I have any idea where something is going. I'm, like, at this point, like, 100% certain that I know a thing.
Okay.
That's all that I got, though, going into the next book. I have no fucking idea how this book is going to turn out. I hope that there is some shit about the balance of order and chaos. That's what I want.
Weasels are sick. Zebras are cool.
Yeah. Ending this episode feels so weird. Like, we're gonna be done again.
We're gonna be done again, and you know what? We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and I will hopefully be releasing some bonus episodes to the main feed in that time. The next bonus episode to release is, in fact, can you guess what it is? Can you guess? It's the D&D one. It's the Percy Jackson D&D one that we did forever ago.
Oh man,
so
it's crazy
because I always release like one of the oldest ones first,
of course.
So,
okay, plugs. Fuck.
Pluggity plugs. I'm trying to think of what my issue is that I'm such a rewatcher, so that I always have to think about what I've been consuming that is new and different. And you know what? Technically, I did recently find out that Danny Mata has a podcast. And I don't know how I don't recall him ever, like, I don't recall this being, like, linked somewhere on, like, his YouTube channel or anything, or him talking about it. I just started getting recommended videos of his podcast that he does with, I don't know the guy's last name, but his first name is Nick. And their podcast is called Otakus Anonymous. And yeah, pretty good. First I was recommended the Otakus Anonymous abridged episodes where they have like shorter bite-sized conversations of their stuff. Again, I hate that podcasts are on YouTube. I know this is such a controversial take, but I hate that we're calling them podcasts when they have video and they're on YouTube. Yeah, that does feel so weird. We are recreating the video. We're recreating like regular YouTube videos by having podcasts be filmed and put on YouTube and like other places.
It's
like,
just a vlog, guys.
It's a vlog
with multiple people in it, pretty much.
What it is like a talk show.
Yes.
Like it's a film.
We have reinvented the talk show.
Yeah. So I hate calling them podcasts. You're allowed to do them. I just kind of hate that they're considered podcasts. But on Danny and Nick's podcast, they talk about anime as well as other things, but it's a lot of anime, as you can tell, because it's called Otakus Anonymous. And the first video I watched of theirs was Danny's mom doing Smasher Pass, and Danny had to figure out what the Smasher Pass was. Like she had already done it. Nick was reading them out, and he had to figure out what characters she smashed or passed, and for bonus points, why.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And it was very funny, and it was excruciating for him. And I'm just like, would this be good content to like... The thing is, my mom does not understand the attraction to cartoon characters. Oh. So I don't think it could be done with her. But I think the idea of that is hilarious, and I think I would have fun with it.
Good. Very, very good.
You give me something. What have you been consuming?
So, I did think of something that I've been obsessed with. The Gorillaz came out with an album this year.
You did talk about that.
No, this is you
I
hadn't listened to this album until recently. So
you did talk about maybe it was an old
up
one.
That they were going to be coming out with something.
Did I write it down? You talked about Cracker Island by Gorillaz.
Yes. So Cracker Island is the album before this one.
Ah, okay.
I'm talking about The Mountain.
Which
Okay. So Gorillaz is a cartoon band that is made by two guys. The person who's in charge of music and the person who's in charge of art is kind of how they break things up. Both of them had really significant deaths in their lives, and then they went on a trip to India. And so this album has a lot of collaboration with Indian artists, goes into some themes of like Hinduism and Buddhism, and especially grief and death and like legacy. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It's not like all club bangers. It is meant to be listened to as a piece. So I'm recommending the album, but what I'm really recommending you do is go on YouTube and watch their short film, The Mountain, the Moon Cave, and the Sad God. They put out an almost 9-minute long music video, basically, that kind of goes into these themes with the characters. And it is gorgeous. I almost cried. Please watch it. Please, 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 please. Everyone, please just go watch that. It is worth your fucking time. Also, their animation is beautiful in, like, recent eras, and I love looking at them. And also listening to them. The album slaps so fucking hard. So yeah, that's my thing. You should release us from this mortal coil last time this season.
You know what? I guess I will. Raye, get the fuck out of my house because the recording's over. It's ending again, and we're in such uncertain times. I mean, like. Yeah.
Sorry, but wait, what you said made me think of the end of School of Rock when they're like, the movie is over! Get out of here! The little cleaning person's coming up to pick up all your popcorn! Get out of your seat! Leave!
Who's the cleaning person is Khufu. He's coming to clean everything, and he's got the mop out like he's SpongeBob in that one episode. Everybody clap for him. He's doing such a great job.
Woo! Yay!
Khufu! Good job. So, leave.
Okay, fine, I'll go. Fine. I will get out of your house. I will. Finally. Bye!
Bye-bye.
You can follow this podcast's socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send us a message through the Duat to oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about the Riordanverse or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology, no promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. If you want to hear more from me, Raye, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast's Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with the meme maker Robert called The Bits, where we talk about the Cartoon Network show Steven Universe. I also co-host a non-network podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo. Our music was created and produced by Isabel Strauss-Riggs. You can find Isabel at Kane I, that's I is in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing The Kane Chronicles. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
I'm Christina Kahn.
And I'm Leela Hilton.
And this is Burn Before Reading,
the podcast about shiterature.
We're here to examine the terrible writing we did when we were younger.
Like that school project you were really proud of.
Or that poem you wrote when you got dumped.
Well, how about that apology letter you wrote to your mom when you got into that fight?
Or the song you recorded before you knew how to write music.
Okay, don't at me. And we're here to talk about other cringy literary topics along the way.
Like the Library of Alexandria.
And Dewey Decimal.
His name was Melville Dewey.
Oh, well, do we want to get the clips rolling?
I don't think I ever recovered from this in terms of being cool.
Why did I say any of this?
I do like the drama.
So there is actually quite a bit to unpack here.
Oh, all this drama was so addictive as a teenager.
There's no punctuation to it. I'll start with that.
I actually have no memory of this.
There were so many lies that I was telling it.
It's not terrible.
No one really taught me how to write a good short story.
That was a journey.
Listen to Burn Before Reading
every Wednesday, wherever pods are cast.
I was trying Audacity and I accidentally opened Discord again. They're right next to each other on my taskbar. And which is foolish because they're kind of similar colors. The logos do not look similar at all. And yet,
sorry, what do you mean similar colors? What color is your
blue.
Audacity?
It's blue? Purple?
I mean...
Oh, wait, no.
See, I was looking at Discord when I said that. Discord is like a light bluish purple, and Audacity is a dark blue with red and yellow.
Yeah, I'm like, in what world are those the same color? Are you colorblind?
I'm not. I don't know. They occupy a similar space in my brain, maybe? I don't know, man. It's one of those things, like when I get numbers wrong and stuff.
I feel like I could understand if you were like, oh yeah, Audacity and Chrome, they have like the same colors in them. I'd be like, okay, sure, there's red, there's yellow, there's blue.
See, that's not the same vibe to me at all, though. But Discord and Audacity have the same vibe to me. They're logos.
I mean, they are little guys, I guess. So I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, Chrome is asymmetrical, and Audacity has 2 headphone things, and Discord has 2 ends on the remote. I don't know. I'm stupid.
Is it a remote, or is it like...
I think it's a game controller. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay. I always thought it was like a little guy or something.
Oh.
I don't know. That's just how my brain says like the 2 dots are like its eyes.
Yes. I mean, I see it. I just know that it was originally a gaming platform, so...
Sure.